I built my son a custom dollhouse for Christmas, and I'm definitely cutting it close with the timeline on this one, so let's get started on the interior. Since this is a new build dollhouse, I'm going to prime the walls with some good old latex paint so the wallpaper has a finished surface to adhere to, and I'm also going to go ahead and paint the ceilings white with the same paint. Totally underestimated how long it would take me to paint the interior of this dollhouse, and I could have painted an entire room in real life twice as fast as the time it took me to brush and roll the inside of this house. Once the paint was dry, I moved on to flooring, and if you've been here for my past dollhouse remodels, you're probably thinking this is not my usual order of operations, and you're correct. I normally complete an entire room, furniture and all, before moving on to the next one, but I'm trying to save time here by completing each element in the entire house one at a time. I added wood grain contact paper for the flooring throughout the dollhouse, and I think it's the perfect choice for a kid's dollhouse, but it definitely does not look as realistic as the individual planks I normally use. I'm using a variety of materials for the wallpaper in this house, including permanent pattern vinyl that you would use in a Cricut or another cutting machine, fabric, and real peel and stick wallpaper too. I actually had a really hard time figuring out the design plan for this dollhouse, and I was definitely overthinking it because I wanted to be perfect for my son, and the pattern choices may seem strange right now without any of the furniture or accessories in, but I promise it's all going to make sense in the end, especially once I introduce you to the little family that will be living inside this dollhouse. Even though this is a basic dollhouse, I didn't want to leave out the finishing touches, so I still installed the crown molding and baseboards in every room and caulked all of the ceilings to make everything look neat and tidy. I added white frames around all of the interior windows, and then I used E6000 to glue in my lights and tape them to the ceiling to dry overnight. Finally, I added some storage bins that were the perfect size for the first floor, and here's what the inside of the dollhouse looks like now. I made these custom remote control lights, and I love how simple they are to use and turn on. They're going to be perfect for my son to use as well, since he doesn't have the dexterity to operate the tiny switches on the battery lights I normally use in dollhouses. Plus, he can change the colors to literally anything he wants, and I think he's going to love that. Now that all of the hard work is out of the way, it's time to decorate, and I have 7 rooms to finish in the next 6 days, but I've been running my 3D printers in the background 24/7 for days, so I'm confident I'm going to get it done in time. I think I'm going to start on the upstairs rooms first and then work my way down, so stay tuned to see how I decorate and furnish each and every room inside my son's custom-made dollhouse.